I had the displeasure of opening Twitter today, and I saw another attack on Kirsche. They're absolutely enamored with her. I swear to God, the only reason that I want to support Kirsche is she is the tank. In the culture where, unironically, she is the tank, she has aggroed so many. And she's like Jesus Christ, suffering for our sins. Like, they're not coming after us. They're not coming after anyone else. They're coming after Kirsche, and this pleases me greatly. It means they're kept occupied rather than doing actual harm to someone that has like 5 viewers. And so what happened today? Well, apparently, they're judging her based on her anime preference. It's like, well, obviously she's a Nazi because look at the type of anime that she is watching, right? So again, in their infinite wisdom, in the mind of the intellectual left, they believe that you can spot the political orientation of someone based on the entertainment that a person engages in. Like, no. Let's step back a little and analyze this retarded premise, right? Hitler actually liked Walt Disney, and he was painting pictures of various houses and environments and stuff. Why wasn't he into slasher film? Why wasn't he into gore movies, you fucking morons, right? Like, if it's so simple to categorize a person's ideology based on the type of entertainment they like, I mean, Stalin was probably into some snuff shit, wasn't he? He probably got himself off at seeing war movies and documentaries like that. Am I the only one, though, that cannot think any less of a person that uses this type of tactic, that looks at what another individual likes as entertainment and treats it as a Rorschach test? It's like, I know what you are because you like such and such. Like, if this was true, would it be able that I took one of these intellectual leftists and sat them down and showed them a list of movies and books and then asked them which historical figure liked this shit? How likely were they to guess? You know, Mozart actually made a piece called Lick Me in the Ass. Was Mozart a degenerate, like an extreme, deranged individual? You can't judge a person based on the stuff that they're watching, man. That, like, come on. Can we get the fuck out of the 80s? Like, can you stop being so backwards? But anyway, what exactly are they saying? They're saying that because Kirsche likes Tanya the Evil, it's proof that she's a Nazi. Again, this to me is absolutely moronic. Human beings don't even function this way. You're basically implying that if someone is into social justice, they would only like social justice movies. That they would only gravitate towards social justice films. And reality is showing us that, well, woke shit is going bankrupt. But there are woke people still in the world. Like, how do we reconcile with that? And finally, this is the response that they got. The anime is literally called Tanya the Evil, right? Like, I want you to remember, the anime is literally called Tanya the Evil. She's basically the Hitler replacement of that universe. Right-wingers consume media about Nazis being evil and go, this is sick, actually. To me, all of this is performative. Like, none of them are actually upset about Kirsche. None of them actually give a shit about this. Everything is performative. This is like leftist morality to a T, where you have to pretend, you have to act that you're offended, you have to act that you know what you're talking about. None of them have even seen the anime. None of them even try to understand. None of them are engaging in critical thinking. None of them are trying to understand nuance or complexities. It's like, oh, Kirsche, bad. Oh, yeah, Kirsche, bad. Look at me. I'm saying bad things about Kirsche. Give me a standing ovation. Hit the like button. Hit the retweet. Donate to my Patreon. Pretend that I am improving society. If you're a minority or a person of color, bow to me. Bow and worship me, because only through me do you get to have rights. Imagine without me what the other right-wingers would do to you. I am the bulwark between savagery and your rights. All jokes aside, though, this is why I'm glad that Kirsche exists, because again, she's the tank. She is the de facto bulwark against savagery and the rest of us. Holy shit. But anyway, right, the anime itself, what is it about? It's not about Nazism. Tanya is not Hitler. She's not the world leader. She's not the chancellor. She's a soldier. She is actually closely modeled by Red Baron from World War I. Like, I know it's difficult, leftists on Twitter, but humanity had a history before World War II. Like, events happened. There are other wars. There used to be empires. Not everything is a Nazi. Okay? Like, not everything tied to Germany is also tied to Nazism. And so, what is the story in the anime? Well, it actually has different themes. It's extremely complex, so if you're a media literate person, you want to understand it. This is way beyond you. But for the rest of us who do understand it, here's the actual story. The show starts with a man that embraces meritocracy. He is a free market capitalist, an absolute libertarian, and he actually enjoys the office world. He enjoys joining a company, using all of his merit in order to climb the ranks. And he manages to get pretty high up. And the story starts with a co-worker of his who isn't capable of performing or justifying why he should get paid. He has been slacking at work, he has been late, but his excuse is that, well, he has a family of 2, so he shouldn't be fired because then his kids are going to starve. And so the protagonist doesn't accept this argument. He doesn't fucking care. His worldview is if you work at the company, you need to justify your wage. If you can't do that, you're off. And so he fires this guy. And then we notice that as he is traveling home, he doesn't have a single drop of remorse. In fact, he can't even understand the guy that he fired. Because in his worldview, it's so simple. It's so easy. Join a company, focus on what you're doing, prove your worth, and climb the ranks. He can't even understand why anyone wouldn't do that. He thinks that the world is perfect and that person just doesn't get it. And so as he's waiting for the bus, the person that just got fired pushes him in front of the train. And as he's getting pushed, he realizes that he made a mistake. He realizes that human beings are emotional. Like, some of them behave in ways that defy logic. Like, he built his entire world on logic and reasoning, and he never expected that someone would be this insane to push him in front of a train and then risk their entire life to end up behind bars. And as he is about to get hit by the train, time stops. And then God appears. And God tries to judge this person on their actions. But God is surprised that this person doesn't acknowledge him as God. And God says, well, hold on a little bit. Like, every time I display my supernatural powers, like, for instance, stopping time and judging someone, people immediately believe that I'm God. Why doesn't this guy believe? And this guy claims that he doesn't believe because just having the ability to stop time doesn't necessarily make him God. It just makes him a powerful being and mocks him by calling him Being X. And then he explains through market economics why people don't believe. He explains that the world that was created has people with access to plenty of food, plenty of peace, plenty of stability, and so there is no more need for belief. And so God punishes him by sending him into an alternative universe during World War I, and gender swaps him, makes him a little girl in an orphanage so that he can experience hardship so that he can start believing. And that's the story of Tanya the Evil. Now, Tanya the Evil, maintaining all of the knowledge that he had from the previous life, realizes what's happening, realizes that, okay, this country that I'm sent into, this empire, is on the verge of war. And so what I need to do is to stay as far away from the front line as possible. I'm going to enlist before the war. I'm going to prove myself in the military. I'm going to rise the ranks. And when the war happens, I'm just going to be in a bunker way from the front lines without being at risk, right? So, like, again, the main character is incredibly smart. Like, they're rational. And then God constantly tries to manipulate events in order to put them back into danger. And the whole thing is a battle of wits. Is Tanya going to snap? Is she going to finally worship God so that she doesn't die? Or is God going to finally say, you know what, like maybe this person is different. I won't mess with them anymore. Like, fine, whatever. So that's like one element of the anime, right? Like the religious aspect. Notice how Tanya, despite being an atheist, she's not like a edgelord Reddit type of Marxist atheist. She's a capitalist atheist. This is why a lot of leftists absolutely hate the show, is because despite the fact that Tanya doesn't believe in God, she is for free market, she is for capitalism, she is completely different than the version of atheists that the Marxists would like people to partake in. And then it's also about nationalism and patriotism. And the fact that Tanya actually tries to inspire her soldiers, showing them that if they believe in something greater, if they believe in nationalism, if they believe in their people back home, not only do they fight better, but by fighting better, they manage to protect the others around them. Like, she actually manages to keep people alive, not in the first episode, but during the middle. If you're weak, if you don't manage to perform, if you're fighting against her, and she's your officer, then she tries to get rid of you. She tries to get you killed because she views you as a liability towards everyone else. She has no sympathy. Like in her worldview, it's very simple. Either you perform and you rise, you can't perform and she helps you, or if you don't want to, then she eliminates you. And this is another worldview that the left doesn't like. Is it Nazism? Fuck no. Is it leftyism? No. Oh, it turns out that there are more ideologies on planet Earth. Oh my fucking God. It turns out that human beings have created more than 2 ideologies, that there's different things that you can do. Is her view perfect? Of course not. But you know what? I don't think any ideology is perfect. I think they're different. I think every ideology has its downsides, has its problems. Nothing is perfect. But to call her a Nazi is intellectually wrong. To say that people who like Tanya the Evil are Nazis is also absolutely retarded. There are people that are apolitical, don't even understand the history of Nazism, communism, anything like that, and they still enjoy Tanya the Evil. Like, you can still enjoy it for the aesthetics, you can still enjoy it for the plot, for the characters. And finally, it's not even about Nazism. Like, these people don't even understand the media they're criticizing. And this is why, individuals like this are dangerous, is because they're extremely uneducated, extremely bigoted, extremely prone to moral absolutism, extremely rigid in their view, no context, no nuance. You cannot debate, you cannot negotiate with them. The only thing that you can do is to hit the block button. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.